and there is nothing that we cannot accomplish.
Add value to people around you.
Always have goals. Words never die.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise.
Joe Anthony. They are two very, very well-known Don't Ask, Don't Tell activists and leaders in the Sanctuary Project. So let's give them a round of applause.
Hello, my friends. I've seen and witnessed so many things over the years, and this is just awesome. I'm honored to be here today and be standing in front of you. I salute you. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm a proud gay veteran who served the United States Navy. I became a victim of a brutal kidnapping back in June of 2009, where I would be raped, beaten, and left for dead. I became a victim of 4 men. I would be re-victimized and outed by a civilian hospital, giving my medical records out to the wrong person. I was still a patient, and my medical records were given out to 3,000 sailors. Information given, being a gay man, drugged, and raped by a group of men, attending a club in the LGBT community. I would be perceived for being gay, threatened for my life constantly. I would be burned, I would be killed, and not safe. I would be transferred off the command, off for safety, and told to keep away from the LGBT community. That made me upset. You outed me. You threatened me. You harassed me. You can't break me. I am proud to be one of your gay top Navy sailors rated on one of your naval ships. I would later seek post-traumatic stress disorder assistance from medical, where days later I would be discharged under other than honorable. I stood strong when standing wasn't easy. I have found something strong to believe in, something worth fighting for, something you have to stand up when standing up is not easy. I will fight for the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and it must be repealed now. We must continue to push this movement forward and close the gap. We must continue to advocate in our communities and in our own backyards and work with our local politicians and seek equal rights for all. We are tired of being an underground, vibrant community. Today, here in Georgia, we will be a proud, vibrant community. I will do my part, and I will continue to fight for equal rights for all. I am a Sanctuary Project veteran. Thank you, my friends.
They don't know what I've gone through, and they have no reason to be judging.
A local sailor who was sexually assaulted says he was victimized again when news was spread throughout the ship. The surprising admission of guilt by the Navy.
Covering major news across San Diego. 10 minutes of non-stop news starts now.
It was a brutal attack that was supposed to be kept private. Coming up, the surprising admission by the Navy after a local sailor says he was harassed by his fellow sailors.
I've been harassed, been called names.
Local sailor Jose Rodriguez was sexually assaulted, and he says the entire ship knows what happened to him. Now the Navy has punished one of its own for violating his privacy rights. In a story you'll only see here, 10 News reporter Sharicio reveals who else may be at fault.
Sailor Jose Rodriguez went to this club in Hillcrest for some drinks and dancing, but he says what happened to him that night ruined his career. Now the Navy is admitting it made a mistake.
He's a sailor with a past he wants to forget, but his flashbacks are vividly clear.
Me being forced down, held by my neck, with a couple of hands holding me down and opening my mouth while I'm yelling help.
Jose Rodriguez says he was drugged and then sexually assaulted by a group of men in June. The last thing he remembers was being at the richest nightclub in Hillcrest. He was missing for 3 days.
I woke up in a hotel room without clothing.
He says what happened to him was supposed to never get out, but somehow another sailor learned of the attack and spread the story to his chief duty officer, or CDO.
CDO reported to captain, he reported to your department, and that's how everything got out.
Rodriguez says he's been harassed consistently by fellow sailors and had his job's duties reduced. We contacted the Navy, and in a rare admission of wrongdoing, a spokesman tells me a sailor has been administratively punished for breaching Rodriguez's rights. Rodriguez's attorney, Dan Gillian, believes the hospital he went to may also be at fault.
What I understand is what he's alleging is that the hospital gave medical information to someone in his command, in his chain of command, that was not authorized to have this information.
For now, Rodriguez says all he wants to do is go back to how it used to be, but he says nothing will ever be the same.
They don't know what I've gone through and they have no reason to be judging.
Rodriguez's lawyer says he can't sue the Navy because it's prohibited by federal law. He does plan on filing a lawsuit against the hospital. In Hillcrest, Charisse Yu, 10 News.
Rodriguez has since been transferred off the ship. The Navy says it's an example of the system working because action was taken after a complaint was made.
Greatness doesn't begin at birth. Greatness is a decision.
When you walk with purpose, you collide with destiny.
Develop leaders that can help us solve our problems and not merely point them out.
We must move confidently into a future that demands quick thinking and decisive action.
Change is like a wave. You either ride the wave, get pummeled by it, or stand on the beach and watch. You are leaders of your industry. You are not standing on the beach and watching.
We can and we will capitalize on those opportunities that we will create.
Now is the time for you to take your own profession in your own hands.
If not us, who? If not now, when?
When we hit that hill, we're going to hit it with a level of passion, with a drive and determination.
Let's stand together, shoulder to shoulder. I'll fight right with you.
Working together, we will create a bright future.
The momentum is on our side, and we're speaking with one very loud voice. And there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. Opportunity and challenge.
Words never die.